Enfield, East Longmeadow, Agawam, Feeding Hills, Springfield, Southwick, as well as Enfield and Granby, Connecticut, visit us on the web at westfieldbank.org.
Wowee. It is December 13th. December 13th, 2022 and counting. And my name is Bob Plass. It's the Wow Show, Westfield on Weekends weekly show that is produced by Peter Coles, who's in the box, and my trusty personal assistant, who is sitting right beside me. His name is Rick Berry, and he is the recipient
of the. What did I get now?
You won.
I won the major award?
You won a major award.
You won the trip to Ludlow.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You did get the trip to Ludlow, but you've got that in the past. This year, you are going to the beautiful town of Passaic, New Jersey.
Passaic?
You're gonna have lunch. You're gonna have You're gonna have lunch at the sumptuous Burger King on Route 17. You're gonna stay
in lovely Passaic, New Jersey.
Right. You're gonna be accompanied by me the entire time.
Oh, it's God. A $4 limit on my meal, right?
Yeah. Well, yes, we're gonna have to talk about that. No, you are the Peter. Get this. So I'm going down the list of people who won things for the Tree Jubilee. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah. Guess who won one of my favorite trees? One of my favorite beautiful trees, Michelle, the Paramore. Did you say that?
What is the Paramore?
Paramore. The L'amour.
My better half.
Rick's better half. And honest to God, I was thrilled. I don't know if it's not against the law because you're really not part of the Tree Jubilee Committee or wow, right. You're just part of me in another world, right?
Right, exactly.
And so
and we bought tickets.
Oh yeah,
put them in. Yes.
What if I had won a tree?
That would be perfectly fine because you don't draw them, do you?
No, actually, we pay money to have somebody draw them. It's a lucrative business in the world of raffles.
It is. You know that? I've noticed that.
Yeah. There's a company, everybody, out there that will put the raffles online. They will randomly select the raffle tickets.
They automate it.
All automated. I mean, it's a wonderful service, but you have to pay for it. And so we paid for it in spades. And then this lovely woman named Michelle Hames won
Hey, Bob, can I let you in a little secret?
Yes.
That I had privy access to?
Yeah.
That was the only tree that Rick did not put in for.
No. It was. It was the only tree that I did not put.
No.
Yeah. Well, you know what? And the funny thing is, it actually fits. In fact, it was the one with all the trees and the trucks and the kind of country looking.
It
had a red truck.
Yeah. Yes.
It had the red trucks on it.
And you didn't put in it?
No, I did not.
It was so well decorated.
But Michelle did.
It was so beautifully decorated.
It is. And that was donated by A Signature Fence, right?
A Signature Fence.
Right.
Really lovely, lovely people, you got to say. They're located on, where do I notice them when I go to the Dunkin' Donuts?
No, they're
to
at
get
the bottom
coffee?
of Springdale Road.
Yeah, and Union Street.
Oh, Union Street.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Okay. I knew I made a left there someplace.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's exactly right. You make a left, and as you're coming down that hill there, and it's A Signature Fence.
Yes.
Is it A for a particular A signature, or is
I
it
think they
a
wanted
signature?
I think they wanted to be listed first in the phone book.
Oh,
Pretty
oh,
harsh.
oh, oh, all right. Okay.
I believe that's the thing.
You try. Well, you try to be listed in the phone. Oh, and so instead of Signature Fence, you put the A in front of it, and it then you get
You're
higher
not
up
listed.
on the.
You're listed in the A's now, and then
see.
under fences, you're listed right at the top
Oh,
in the yellow pages.
aren't you smart? Look at that. Look at that. Honest to God. Well, let me tell you that today is the 347th day of the year. There are 18 days left. 18 days left in 2022. Where did it go? It's the 50th Tuesday of 2022. The 50th Tuesday. That means that we've sat together for, well, we were probably gone for 6 of those, maybe 7.
7.
Yeah. So we've been together about 43 times on Tuesday.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
See what I did there?
Did you? Yeah. Oh, wow. It's Tuesday. So good. Honest to God. Oh, yeah. Yeah, really.
I just threw you that bone and you missed the whole thing.
I miss it. Well, look at it. 6:08 in the morning. Who's getting up and thinking at 6:08 in the morning?
Hey, Bob,
Honestly, yeah.
on this date in 2000, guess what happened?
I think it had something to do with it. In 2000?
2000.
Could it have something to do with the space program?
No,
Is it a tragedy of some type?
probably for you.
Oh, God. Oh. Mr. Red Face or Mr. Orange Face has something to do with an orange face.
Yeah, probably. He probably has an orange face too. Al Gore concedes the election.
Oh, the Chads.
The hanging chat.
Oh.
The dangling chat.
Something
the
about
dangling
you can't challenge elections. I don't know. You must concede right away.
No, you have to. No. But he actually won.
That's what you just said to Orange Man Val.
He
only won the popular vote.
Yes, but if you win the popular vote, there are some lines of contention, or there's
No.
yes. If you win the popular vote, you
No,
should
because
win the whole vote.
because he won the coasts.
Yeah, so what? He
The
won
reason
the popular vote.
the reason we have the electoral college, Bob, is to have equal representation.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right,
That's
but
why we have
I
house.
just
Why we have house districts.
Yeah, but I just say it's a statement that the popular vote is an indication that more people like this person than that person, regardless of where they're living. So
Yeah,
that's
but
the
we have,
argument.
think something called equal representation under the law. Otherwise, we have what we return to in the
I get-
colonial days. It's taxation without representation,
Uh-huh.
and we fought for that.
Yeah. And then
But anyways, I'll get you cranked up right off the bat.
no, it's not so bad. Not so bad. He and I invented the internet, so
Yes.
I'm very good at that. And the
I remember his best buddy who used to be the president of Hampshire College.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, the guy that was the president for Hampshire for a while.
Uh-huh.
And I watched him get lambasted by some little snot from Guatemala that was graduating. And this guy literally eviscerated him during a commencement ceremony. And
Oh,
I
my
went,
word.
"You little snot! You should get deported for what you just said about
Oh,
your college president."
Oh my God, so terrible.
It's probably still on the
terrible.
internet somewhere.
Terrible. Well, on the
You know what? You know what?
Yeah,
Why does it smell like cookies in here?
because I have cookie butter cold brew.
Oh God!
That's
That's
the
all I'm
God's honest
smelling.
truth.
It's-
You're smelling like cookies.
Yes, I smell like
Outgassing from Bob's drink.
It could
yes.
be. It could be me.
Yes.
Well, I know.
and
Yeah.
your
I'm
your
wearing
moose
a-
sweater.
Yeah. How do you like to? I am wearing meese on my sweater. Is that how you say it? Let's see.
Mises,
Mises.
mooses.
There, what do you think?
Yes.
I'm-
I didn't know it was Ugly Sweater Day. I would have worn
This
an
is
ugly
an ugly
sweater.
sweater.
Oh, I'm sorry. No.
Probably, yeah.
Now, come on. Look. All right. Wait a minute. What do you think of these?
Your Christmas socks? Yes. No, those are ugly socks.
These are Nordic.
They're festive.
These are Nordic. They're called Nordic socks. I have 10 of those. 10 of these socks.
To keep you warm?
No. Wait a minute. I've got 50 of them. No, how many? 10 times 2 is 20.
Yes.
Okay. James gave me 20 Nordic socks of every color in the rainbow. And so you're going to be seeing a lot of those. Those are Nordic designs. The Vikings did that. The Vikings did that.
Just for you.
Just for me.
Yes.
And I was thinking that I might give socks like that out to my friends, but I guess that I guess I'm not.
You
doing
don't want
that.
them to be your friends anymore, do you?
No. I have those are my favorite socks now. I mean, I really love them. They're called Nordic socks. You can get them online. Cookie butter, coffee, Nordic socks, mousse on my sweater,
Cookie butter,
cold brew.
Oh, you got a brown sugar cookie.
No, I didn't. It's just the regular cookie butter, cold brew that you will have for only another 18 more days.
So,
and then Duncan will get some other kind of. What are they going to have in January? It's going to be hot cocoa cream or something.
So,
like that.
So do you after you finish drinking that, are you just like bouncing off the walls? You can run a marathon? No?
That's good coffee.
Oh, boy, here we
go.
How
was that?
That was okay. It's not up to the professional standards
that we hold to the coffee thing. Yeah.
In another venture,
I don't know why I get hooked. Is there sugar in this?
No, I'm sure there's a little bit of sugar in that.
I don't know, but I'm addicted.
Sugar and caffeine.
I'm really addicted to these damn drinks. So all right. So let me tell you that this it's the 83rd day of fall or autumn, as some people call it. 83rd day of autumn, and how many more days before it's winter? I know you. Everybody out there in Wisconsin, we had snow. 2 days ago.
Yesterday.
Sunday all day long.
Sunday, Andy. Yeah.
It was a total surprise to me.
Really?
I had no idea that
Really?
it was. I woke up in the morning like a little kid. Well, I woke up at noon like a little adult who'd have been up all night drinking or something. That's not true. I was not up all night drinking. I just had a big party. When you go to a party, it takes a lot out of you. And then we went to the Student Prince of all things, and I saw the sign that said White Lion Brewery on the way down.
When was this?
This was Sunday evening, about 8 o'clock.
Would
you have been?
At night? No, we were closed by then.
Oh,
the brewery industry, typically on a Sundays closes at 5, 6 o'clock. There's not too many that are open late on a Sunday night.
I don't.
That's
when
true,
you
yeah.
think of that,
Yeah.
why is that? Do you suppose?
But
bars are open until whenever.
we're not a bar. We do have a bar to sit at. We serve beer, but it's not a
It's not
bar.
It's a service actually to your clients who love White Lion beer that you have this place where you can get hooked up right there rather than taking it home and drinking it.
Right.
People take it's like a package store,
right? People
with a
can
bar.
People can buy 4-packs or cases to go if they want to for
White Lion Brewery down on Main Street in isn't Main Street or Bridge?
Yeah, 1500 Main Street in
1500 Main Street. You have to go inside of the mall there,
Tower Square,
in order to get to it. You can't get it from the outside.
Nope, you got to go into Tower Square.
Oh,
you can get it on there from Bridge Street.
Oh, you can,
which is kind of odd because Bridge Street doesn't have a bridge.
It probably did at one time.
Yeah, it did. The original bridge that went over the Connecticut River was at the end of Bridge Street.
I think
where the
you're right.
railroad came in.
It was like a wooden bridge or something when a horse dropped. I don't remember it, but I do remember Bridge.
I don't remember.
I remember that whole area before Bay State. That big building went up there.
It's Tower Square now, but
Yeah.
you're right. It was Bay State West.
Yeah. Oh, it's no longer Bay State West.
No, it's Tower Square.
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
I'm so far behind. I'm so far behind that I will talk about the Golden Globes later. But so they announced the Golden Globe winners today, and they also announced the host of the Golden Globes show.
Will they announce the winners or the nominees?
No, the nominees. Okay. So I'm reading about the TV show this morning, and it's going to be hosted by somebody named Blank Carmichael. And I went, not Johnny Carson, not
Dead.
No, I know. Everybody that's
Ed
ever
McMahon's
hosted.
Ed McMahon's not available either.
Who is the heck? A comedian named Carmichael, Blank Carmichael. Ian Carmichael?
Yeah, that's the only one that I can think
For
of.
what host? Golden Globes?
Golden Globes. Who is he? The host of the Golden Globes.
It could be
22.
Ian Carmichael.
Is there an Ian
Ian
Carmichael?
Carmichael's an actor, and he's old.
Oh,
he's dead.
No, then it's not. No,
he could be.
but it's a comedian named Ian Carmichael, and I wondered whether he was British or not because I don't know who he is.
Jared Carmichael.
Jared Carmichael. Does that help? Do you know Jared Carmichael?
No, name does not ring a bell.
Have no idea. Maybe they were on a budget, and it's a wonder they didn't call us.
We would have been right there.
He meets your intersectional requirements.
I would have done it for nothing.
He's a gentleman.
I would have paid
he's a
people to
gentleman
do
of
that.
color.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But how many years? Where did he come from? I mean, like, what? Where has
I've
he
never
paid
heard of
his
the guy.
dude?
No, neither. I haven't heard of him either.
Jared Carmichael. Yeah.
It's homecoming of sorts for Carmichael, who starred in 3 seasons of the critically acclaimed sitcom The Carmichael Show on NBC from 2015 to 2017. I've never even heard of the damn show.
Yeah, I don't know. See,
like, where did that appear?
How does that happen? That he's been on television for 3 years, and I'm sure he's great. I bet he's funny as hell.
I don't even recognize him.
You don't recognize him? We
No.
don't know the name. And we're going to watch the Golden Globes, and we're going to discover.
Where the hell did they bury that show?
No, I don't know. And the show is going to be on CNN or something. I mean, it's going to be on some network that we don't. I don't think it's on ABC.
It said NBC. It says NBC.
Oh, it's going to be on NBC.
Jared Carmichael to host Globes as it returns to NBC.
Oh, gosh. Okay. All righty. It'll be really interesting. It will
3 seasons and 32 episodes.
32 episodes, and we still don't know.
Who is this guy?
Never heard of him.
I don't know, but he's going to be famous now because he's going to host some of the...
No, really, because I don't watch award shows anymore either.
Yeah, neither do I.
Oh, well, I don't either.
Unless I want a good nap.
But I'm interested in who they nominate, et cetera, et cetera. But, hey,
this is like an NBC show. I like...
Oh, listen, they use it to...
In 2015, I was still married. I was watching TV then.
Oh. And then you got divorced and stopped.
I don't watch TV. It's just all crap.
No, wait a minute. Does your girlfriend watch TV? Does
She's
Christy
a Hallmark. She's a Hallmark movie fan.
Oh my Aiken!
Right,
Christmas
exactly.
Stocking. Oh my God!
I only watched the one with Bobby Flay, and then because it was on Discovery, and I was like, it's Bobby Flay, right?
Yeah.
He's got a minor role in the movie, and it's like, God dang it! I got sucked into a Hallmark movie, and it's not even a Hallmark.
You know that Christmas movies are money making because get this.
It's the formula.
QVC. What's QVC?
Shopping. They have one too.
Quality Value Channel.
Quality Value Channel.
Or
They're
something
also
like that.
connected with HSN, Home Shopping
Oh,
Network.
they're combined now.
Yeah. And they are producing their first
Are you serious?
movie.
They have a movie.
They have a movie. And
It shows you that people
it's
want
called
actual entertainment.
Christmas in the Kitchen, I think, something like that. And it's they have a show, David in the Kitchen with David. David is in the movie for a little scene, and so
That's what they did
consequently,
with Bobby Flay.
Yeah. Oh, is that right?
Yeah, same deal.
Oh man, honest to God,
He's in for like 4 scenes in the entire movie. They did the same thing last year with Ree, the pioneer woman cook there.
oh my God,
She was in the movie for like 5 or 6 scenes, and then they kind of one of their reality stars in the Food Network or whatever. This is the second year they've done a Christmas movie.
Well, this is QVC.
Apparently, this is like a huge thing.
You know, QVC's going to get into the Christmas market. Now, maybe we'll end up
sad.
doing local television Christmas movies or something.
So
We could do our own version of A Christmas Carol. Who would you be in A Christmas Carol, Rick Berry? Who would you play?
You'd be the antagonist.
Right.
You can't. No, you can't. You're much too young for that. You're much too young and spry and handsome. I'm the Scrooge. I'm playing Scrooge. You got to give me the lead.
Get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn. Get off my lawn. Peter, you could be. You could be Ghost of Christmas Present. You're eating there as it'd be in the center box. You could be the Ghost of Christmas Present. How about that?
Okay.
Rick, you're striking me more like a Bob Cratchit type.
Bob Cratchit,
really?
always working and.
Well, you're my personal assistant. I don't pay a lot of money.
I will be working Christmas Eve.
Wow, you will be working.
Yes, I will be working Christmas Eve.
You mean
I'm working
the
Christmas
White
Day.
Lion Brewery?
Yes.
It's open on Christmas Eve.
Yes.
It's an open.
We're open 12 to 4. No, 12 to 4.
12 to 4 on
Yep.
Christmas Eve. Wow. How we got into talking about this? was-
yes.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Christmas movies.
Oh, yeah. No, I was saying that I was on my way downtown on Sunday.
Yes.
Okay. I went to a party. I went to a one of those Yankee swap parties right on the line in Wilbraham at Paul Caron's house, my friend Paul Caron. And Paul and Paula Caron throw this Yankee swap every year. So I see all these people once a year, and we swap presents or whatever. And there's always a Zonk gift or whatever. So, and they do 2 rounds of it. So you get a chance for 2 presents. So it takes about 2.5 hours to do the game. Can you believe this?
Yeah.
But you come away with some good prizes. But there are zonk prizes, as you know. I zonked a paint by number picture. Paint by number. Remember paint by number?
Yeah.
Of Jesus. Well, this is what Paul said. Paul said, look, go into your basement or whatever and find something that you could like to give to somebody and that you want to get rid of. Now, my Uncle Harvey back in 1955, my Uncle Harvey is my uncle. He's the one that had cut on the dotted line tattooed around his neck. Honest to God. Yeah. And around his hands. I don't know. It was a moment of madness in the Army when but he fought in World War II. So, at any rate, he was a painter, a paint by numberer, and he loved to do these paint by number paintings.
Okay.
And so, somehow or other, I ended up with a beautiful one of Jesus. It's sort of one notch up or one notch below the Jesus on velveteen. You know that.
That's Elvis on velvet.
No, they used to have Jesus before Elvis. There was Jesus. I'm not equating the two.
Same thing, right?
Yeah.
Jesus and Elvis.
All right. So look. I really believe in the really wonderful thing that Jesus' message is very good, and whether you're Muslim or Jewish or whatever, you got or Christian or atheist, you got to agree that Jesus' message is good. So I was feeling like for years I've been wanting to throw out this picture because I really don't have any use for a paint by number picture of Jesus, and I was going to throw it out, but there was something that made me feel you can't throw out Jesus. You can't. And then on top of it, my uncle, who's been dead for a long, long time, painted it, and then he actually signed the painting on the back. It said H. Robarge, even though he was just filling in little numbers.
Yeah.
And this is one of those a photo of Jesus that really makes him look sort of like he had been coiffed by some kind of Hollywood mogul or for a movie and makeup and all that sort of stuff.
Bob said coif.
Yeah, coiffs. Yeah. So at any rate,
He's using
so
words now.
my guilt kept me all these years from throwing away this picture. So I had another item to put in there. A lampshade with little beads that hung from it. You know, those lampshades.
Yes.
But then I said, some people like those things. I don't like those. And God knows how I got this.
I don't know who does.
Yeah,
But.
yeah. All right. So it was that or the Jesus? So I started to wrap up the Jesus, and then I unwrapped him because I was feeling guilty again. And then I said, No, I'm doing it.
Catholic boy guilt is.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Well, don't you know that it was the big Zonk hit? Out of all the Zonk prizes, there was a woman there, a young woman. She must have been maybe 25. Paula's children have friends, and they come every year, and we watch them grow up. And don't you know that this young woman said, I love that painting. I want that painting. So during the course of the game, I went to sit by her to tell her the provenance of the oil painting that I was going to throw out.
Yeah.
She loved the story. So she's putting it up on her wall of bad art. Apparently, she has a wall of bad art in her house. But
that's a great idea.
Yeah,
That's actually really a conversation starter for
That's exactly right. My friend Pam Townsend used to have the garden of bad art, and she would put all bad, even paintings out there, and it would rain and it would snow, and then it got even worse than what it was. The garden of bad art.
I usually put it in the trash can.
Huh?
I usually put it in the circular bin.
Yeah. Oh. So at any rate, I left the party feeling so good. And this is strange how you feel about something. You know how I wanted to get rid of it all the years? She had it next to her, and it was across the room, and I kept looking at it. And I kept saying,
and it kept staring at you?
It's not, it was staring at me everywhere I walked. Oh, look, I mean, it was like, you're giving me away. You're giving me away, Bob. You're giving Jesus away. No, I kept looking at it, and I say, it's really not so bad. And I was thinking, where would I put it in the house with somebody, Jesus, with James in the house?
And James is like, burn that thing.
Oh my God! No, he wasn't at the party because
he wasn't?
No, we double booked a party.
Ah.
So James went to one party, and I went to the other party.
Wow!
Yeah, how do you like that?
The socialites over here.
Holy God! And after I didn't have a lot to eat at the party. Okay, so I'm really hungry. I'm driving home. My party started at 4. James's party started at 5. Older folks had their party start like before the sun goes down. I'm not sure. I don't know, Tina. I'm not making any Tina Gorman I know is listening, but I really believe that it's a smart idea, even for anyone. So I'm driving to almost Somers, Connecticut by myself to a street in called Crestview or something, Crestview Street.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh my God. I had my cell phone right beside me, and because I said I can't. And it was one of those things you had to make all these little turns and stuff. My cell phone toward the end of the evening or to the ride dropped between my seat.
Oh, that sucks.
Bob, you need like a carrier that we have the window mount.
I got it.
The window mount
it dropped beneath my seat. So consequently, I'm driving without knowing where I'm going. I had to pull over. I pulled over and for about 10 minutes searched for the thing between my seat. Okay, and ended up finding it, but then it said take a left on Brook Street. Well, all I could see was South Brook Street. I took a left on what I thought was Brook Street, and it ended up in one of these projects where there are mansions like Beverly Hills. Oh my
McMansions?
God! Yeah. Holy mother! And
that's what Suffield is like.
Oh my no! Yeah, well,
like the Longmeadow of Hartford.
Yeah, but no, this is Somers. But Somers, Connecticut, whatever, real same thing. Unbelievable, and they're all lit up, and I'm going, but I'm totally lost. It took me a half hour longer than usual. I finally got it, and you know where I should have taken a left at the Summers. So I get
left at
there.
Albuquerque.
That's what I was thinking. The same damn thing.
Taking a left at Albuquerque.
I would have been in Albuquerque if I could. I said I may never come home like that guy that he would never return. No, he never returned.
Charlie?
The fate? It's Charlie.
Charlie, the MTA Charlie.
Yeah.
From
Charlie, Boston.
Who are they?
Huh? Of the high.
Who was the group?
Kinston Trio.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
You don't- I'm winning the trip to Ludlow. All right. So
Ludlow Jail.
all right. Okay. So let me tell you the final thing was that I needed to tell you. I kept passing by something that looked like Monticello. Well, Thomas Jefferson's Monticello. So I get to the house. First Paul and Paula said, well, it's so simple. There's a sign that says Summers, Connecticut. Our street is right before the Summers, Connecticut sign. You know that, Bob. You've been here for years. I totally forgot that. And then I said, but I kept seeing this thing that looked like Monticello. She said, Paula said, if that's the Presley Blake mansion. Presley Blake, for folks, Presley Blake was like 106 years old when he died. He founded Friendly Ice Cream, right?
Yeah, him and his brother.
Yeah.
Living down the end
And
of the road.
toward the end of his life, he wanted to live in Monticello. So he bought the plans for Monticello. And
built it in Longmeadow.
Huh?
He built it in Longmeadow.
No, this is...
Oh, that's the one down in Summers, yeah.
Yeah, Summers.
It's just over the line, really.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
You take the left before it, right before it, and you're going to go to Paul and Paul's house.
Yes.
They live right there. So, at any rate, the house looks like Monticello. It is Monticello. Same size, same everything. And it's now owned by a Christian university, which brings us back to Jesus, which starts the story. Amen. Thank you very much. Let me play a song.
To correct myself earlier, QVC stands for Quality Value Convenience.
Oh, it's not Quality, Value, and Convenience.
Yes.
It's not corporation.
No, or channel.
Oh, all right. Were you looking up the times of the Christmas
Yes,
special?
I was looking up to see what I could buy on QVC. You know, Christmas is coming.
It's
I don't
very
know,
true.
we all need some more junk in our house.
Yeah,
and stuff.
look up their first Christmas movie called Christmas in the Kitchen with David.
And
Yeah. See, let's hear the plot of that one.
A little known fact is you were talking about like the Velvet Jesus and the Velvet Elvis and stuff like that. I don't know if you remember the song Black Velvet by Alana Miles. Probably
no, twice. I don't know.
15 or 20 years ago. Great song.
Rhythm and blues.
It's kind of a country blues.
Oh, okay.
Song, and everybody thought it was about Black Velvet, the liquor.
There was a movie.
The liquor called Black Velvet.
Black Velvet. Yeah.
Called there's a.
I've had it. I don't
yes,
know why.
Black Velvet.
Is it bourbon?
Right. Yeah, it's a bourbon whiskey.
Yeah.
And it's actually about the black velvet paintings of Elvis.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, Bob, you need to hold up on the music. It didn't transfer over from my other computer.
What do you mean? It didn't. Well,
Well,
let's go to. We'll go to. Oh gosh.
hold on, Bob. Relax.
All right.
Just
So,
talk for a minute.
All right. I'm not sure. I know how to
QVC
do
Christmas
that.
Movie 20 has made a Christmas movie about hot chocolate.
Oh, it's called Christmas with Hot Chocolate or something?
Now, Holly and the Hot Chocolate.
Holly and the Hot Chocolate. What's the plot of it? Does it say?
Hot chocolate?
No, the plot of the movie.
Yeah, it's hot chocolate, drinking hot chocolate.
Yeah. No.
I don't know.
No.
I have not a clue. Why would anybody...
Rhonda, a young socialite from New York City, invites the janitor at her building up for some hot chocolate. 10 months later, Rhonda is marrying this socialite, is marrying the superintendent of her building.
Is that what it's
And
about?
at Christmas time, I know I make this
You're
all
making
up.
this
I'm
up?
making this
Yeah,
all up. Yeah,
it's
but isn't that like the plot? I mean, like somebody, like a prince and
you know
a
what?
socialite.
This was on the other day as I was scrolling through some things, and this was on. and I saw it for about 30 seconds and then had to turn it off.
Wow.
Because the scene that I saw is they had said, let's go get some hot chocolate. And
That's David. David Venable from QVC.
And it was just like, it was horrible. It was just
even bad for a horrible movie.
Yes, it was bad for a bad Christmas movie.
Well, wait a minute. Maybe QVC is using the movie to sell some of their products. So every 5 minutes, they're holding up like, here, let me put some It cosmetics on your face. Oh, look at how beautiful you look, etc.
The film revolves around Holly, a big city food critic who unexpectedly finds herself stuck in a small town of Pine Falls during Christmas.
It's like they're following the template.
Right. Go ahead. Tell me what more.
Surrounded by locals who love the season as much as she does, Holly soon learns that the center of their holiday spirit is a special hot chocolate recipe sold in town square.
And there's somebody that doesn't want to give the recipe away.
Dun, dun, dun.
With the help of charming, albeit humbuggish tow truck driver.
Albeit humbuggish.
A tow truck driver.
Yeah.
That's the superintendent who lives down in the basement.
Holly gets to experience firsthand why Pine Falls is one of the best Christmas towns in America.
Oh my God! This
and
is
what makes
every
their hot chocolate so
Christmas
magical.
Movie.
Now, what do you?
Excuse me. I gotta go.
Oh my God! I think. Well, how do you like this? You know what?
You know what's magical about the hot chocolate? There's probably liquor in it.
Oh God! Oh no!
No.
There could be Kahlua and Mexican chocolate with a little red pepper in it. I love that, or jalapeno or something. Where is this town? Pine Falls.
It doesn't exist.
Oh,
it's fictitious, Bob.
It's kind of like what was the name of the town in It's a Wonderful Life?
Sioux Falls. No, what's it? James watched it yesterday. I didn't know. I didn't know he was watching the movie, and I actually was crossing the kitchen. And I crossed the kitchen. Oh, JPEG Luke is there. Okay. I crossed the kitchen, and I heard something about an angel giving up its wings. I said, James is watching this. He's seen it 40 times by himself. That's how unhappy he must be. He's sitting there. No, he's nostalgic for Christmas. He was watching It's a Wonderful Life by himself. Jay, speaking of Santa, oh my God, and there's your cat.
Jay will know the answer to this.
That's the cat without a name.
Jay, what was the name of the town in It's a Wonderful Life? Oh.
No clue.
No
clue. It's something Falls. Bellows Falls?
You're close. You're close.
Bedford
Falls.
Bedford Falls. Bedford. Okay. Is it Bedford, New York? Because Bedford, New York is filled with rich people.
Who knows?
Everybody in Bedford is wealthy.
Although, if anybody noticed the movie and the bridge that he supposedly jumps off of looks just like the one we have here in Westfield. It does.
Right.
It does.
And I know the Route 20 guy. I follow him, Historic US 20, and he was on the bridge that's named after the guy that jumped.
Huh?
There's an actual bridge in Bedford Falls, New York, that looks like our green bridges.
Right.
That supposedly is the same bridge that was used in the movie.
You're probably back in probably.
I don't think a town would want to advertise that, because wouldn't that attract people who wanted to jump from a bridge?
No.
Not necessarily.
No, I don't. Well, all right. Okay. All right. Hey, Jay, how are you? Thank you for coming on.
Well, good morning. I just wanted to say happy holidays to everyone. We hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stay long. I was trying to get on at 6 o'clock, but somebody wasn't starting Zoom, Peter.
Oh.
Hey, listen, I was dealing with other problems.
Oh, my God.
So now I had to get on because I had to give Peter grief.
That's right. That's exactly right.
All of a sudden, I can't access YouTube live streams.
Yeah.
I can access YouTube playbacks. And I've been trying to work this issue with our technology center, and I'm like, all right. Before it was just I couldn't access YouTube at all, and I reboot every day to get around that problem because you said it wasn't your problem, it was my problem.
Right.
Now I can access YouTube videos, but I can't access YouTube live streams. So it's your problem. Thank you.
This isn't a slam by any means on Westfield's IT department.
No, I just want the problem to be fixed.
No. I think it's every IT department. The response is always, "Oh, it's not our problem; it's your problem."
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Wow. So, Jay, you don't have a solution to that problem. So, Peter, we were just talking without music today?
No. So here's what happened with the music. I downloaded the music on my laptop at home.
Yeah.
That synced to the Google Cloud. The Google Cloud is supposed to sync to down here. So I thought everything went according to plan because that's done that for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years.
Right, sure.
And it didn't go to plan. So when I went to play your first song, I didn't have any music.
Oh.
I do now have the music, so we're good now.
Oh, all right.
But I thought you might want to
Now
talk to
that
Jay
everyone
because
out
he.
there is
No,
listening.
because I want Jay to be able to go off quietly, so we're going to hold off on that beautiful song I'm about to play.
Right.
So that we can talk to the Santa, my Santa. Look at that face. Honest to God. Jay, look at the camera and smile. Oh, my God. Have you been ever look at that beard and everything. Honest to God. Yeah. Have you ever been asked to do Santa's helper? Have you been asked to help with Santa?
quite often.
Yes.
And have you ever accepted?
The ho 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 always comes out ha ha ha. So no, they don't want to hear me.
He is the world's most interesting man. Stay jolly, my friend.
Oh my God, he does
Stay
look like that
jolly.
guy.
Stay
Who is
jolly,
that?
my
Who is
friend.
that? What's his name? Who's the most interesting man in the world that we can't remember?
Who played him?
Ricardo Montalban?
What? No, the guy who played it was the commercials for the beer.
No, it's not.
Which beer?
Oh, you Dos Equis.
Dos Equis. Yes.
Dos Equis, yes.
Dos Equis.
Who was he?
The guy's name.
Yeah.
Jonathan something.
Do you think it's the world's most interesting man? And you look just like him, Jay. You look like Santa.
Jonathan
and you look
Goldsmith.
Jonathan.
Some years ago, I looked a little more like him, and that's where that whole thing started. About the time the commercial was playing all the time. So when we were doing meetings with at work, people started calling me the world's most interesting man, and I started playing the part. And then whenever I was responding to somebody with to try and get a little laugh out of them, I'd find some meme on YouTube or some meme on the internet,
Right.
with his face and the something related to it. And it would always be funny as heck, and it just started to grow legs, and everybody started that. So I don't know.
Well, the original guy died in 2016. So
Oh, is that so? The world's most interesting man is no longer with
right,
us.
and then they made commercials on it until 2018 with a younger version of him,
Uh-huh.
and that
Claudio
didn't fly.
Marangione.
Yeah, that didn't fly. They actually hit the last one they did of him was they put him on a rocket to Mars.
Oh.
And he was heading to Mars, and then the younger guy came out, and that just didn't fly. It wasn't the same thing.
Oh no. So and I don't think I've seen Dos Equis commercials since.
No.
Have they?
don't
So
think
they
Yeah,
just
they do
gave it
now.
up. There are, yeah.
Yeah, they still do them.
Oh well, so what's their call thing now? What's their slogan now? Dos Equis.
I don't know.
Drink it.
You can't drink two. What
Drink
does
it.
Dos Equis mean? It means two horses, doesn't it?
Well, dos means two.
Right.
I don't know. I don't.
Equis, Dos Equis.
can't
What's the Equis?
I used
think
to know
we-
that.
Two something. Could it
something.
be two
two-
mouses?
Oh, 2 X's. It's 2 X's, which is, of course, what's on the bottle.
There are two X's, but could that be? No, but do you think it's the sign of X?
No. That's X, I think, in
2 X's.
Spanish.
Yeah, it's in Spanish. X
2x.
is
It
X.
means 2x. The English translation is 2x.
Oh wow! And what does 2X mean? I mean, is that an extra large size? I don't know.
That's double
For
X.
full-
That's double
That's
X.
the size shirt I wear.
Yeah.
Now
What
you
is
know
it?
what to buy me for Christmas. What size to buy
It's
me?
exactly-
Would you like a moose sweater like he's wearing,
Look
Jay,
at-
or
Jay,
Originally
did you
called.
Jay-
I have the answer.
the moose sweater? Do you like that?
what do you think?
You're breaking up. Say again.
I said, do you like the moose sweater he's wearing? We're all going to get those and wear them together.
You,
All right.
Jay,
2X.
Jay,
want the
is
answer?
this,
Wait a
a,
minute.
is this a bad sweater? Would you say that just because I have 2 moose on my sweater?
2 moose.
Two moose.
It's red and black, Bob. I'm not
Two
sure.
mooses.
It's,
Yeah.
All right, I have the
that's an
meaning.
appropriate time to remind you of you all of my favorite Jeopardy clue of all time.
Okay, go ahead.
Was what are 2 moose, and or 2 moose are called, or something like that.
Yeah,
And
right.
the poor guy on the panel buzzes in and goes, "Meese, what are meese?" He really said that.
All right, here's the answer on Dos Equis. Originally called Siglo XX, Siglo is Spanish for century, and the 2 X Roman numerals represent the beer being named to commemorate the new, as of then, 20th century. The modern Dos Equis names means 2 X's, first brewed in 1897 by a German brewer who established the Montezuma Brewery in Veracruz, Mexico in 1884.
So,
And then soon came after that Montezuma's Revenge.
oh,
I was going to say, I'm not sure I'd want a beer named after Montezuma.
I stayed in Montezuma.
The beer was brewed because of Montezuma's Revenge.
Yeah. Montezuma,
Yes.
Mexico is actually a place. I stayed there. I actually stayed in a yurt. And I in order to cross into my place where I was staying, the water would recede and you'd walk across. But when the water didn't recede, you were stuck in the yurt. I was stuck in my yurt for an evening. Honest to God. Just a little fun fact. So, Jay, yes, you're about to say something.
I was going to say, I want to say Merry Christmas to everybody. I can't stay on. I have pressing business at work. But I wanted to say Merry Christmas. I think I'm going to swing by there next week if I can.
Oh, will you please? Yes, yeah.
Also,
Yeah, Peter's not going to be here next week.
you're
but-
invited to come by Thursday for our annual Before the Holiday show.
Yes, that's on my calendar. So,
What
I
are
hope
the
to be
times
there.
of that, Peter? Thursday.
6 a.m. to 10 a.m. And then
Okay.
if people respond to me quickly enough, I could probably get us tables at the buffet at 10:45.
Oh, wow. There's a Christmas buffet that day?
Yes, next door at Tiger's Pride.
Oh,
Oh, now I definitely got to be there.
wow. Wow. Okay.
All right, guys. Hey, have a great morning. Merry Christmas, or what is it? Oh, Merry New Year and Happy Christmas, or something like that to
Right,
everybody
right.
and all our listeners.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Jay, there's also a menorah ceremony on Sunday evening. It's the first night of Hanukkah.
Oh, downtown,
and
right?
So, yeah, it starts. So you got to wish everybody a happy Hanukkah as well.
Happy Hanukkah
yeah,
to all.
Yeah.
Happy Kwanzaa, and of course, Happy Festivus.
Yes.
Festivus.
Festivus for the rest of us.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Take care, everyone.
Bye,
See you, Jay.
Bye.
Bye, Jay.
All right, so we've been trying to play this song. Bye, Jay. We've been trying to play this song all morning. This is from Wisconsin's music director, and actually, he's without knowing it, he selected one of my favorite Christmas songs of all time. We're doing a making the list, I think, of our favorite Christmas songs, right?
Right, and I won't be
Yes.
here
Yeah.
for that either.
It's next Tuesday, I think.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
So get this. This is one of my Christmas. This is, if not my favorite Christmas song, one of close to the top. Frank Sinatra's version of this just slays me every time. But I know it's going to lose, so I'm not picking this song. I'm not picking this song because it's going to lose on making the list. So, but
It's not. Well, it's not making the list. It's just the holiday version of just the belt's
Well,
not up for grabs.
It is still making the list.
Well,
it's
yeah,
just a non-title
technically.
match.
we're not.
It's a
gonna,
non- it's a
we're not,
non-title
we're not
match.
voting. We're not voting.
Yes,
Well,
you're
we're
still
gonna-
voting.
We're still going to vote it. So
It's a non-title match.
It's a non-title match because it's
Oh,
it's a
okay.
holiday uplifting. It's really in that show. There's really no right or wrong because if it's one of your favorites, it's one of your favorites.
But then you're going to be shot. That's going to be like junior high, where I'm shot down and I leave the room crying.
This is how Bob's going to go through his day.
Tell you what I want. I can't even. I'm going to see if I can do it slowly. Tell you what I want. What I really, really want. Tell you what I want. What I really, really, what I want is this song to end. Really, really.
William Shatner version.
Well,
best clip ever.
At any rate, Wisconsin's music director, Chris Homan, I can't wait to see your family. The Christmas Waltz by David Ian. David Ian is a jazz singer or jazz pianist from Toronto, Canada, who has got these great piano versions of holiday music, even as a Valentine one. But check out David Ian, I-A-N. He also plays the guitar. He was in a band called Church of Rhythm, and I thought, geez, it's one of those Christian bands. But they later changed.
No pun intended.
No, yeah, but they But they changed their name to Super Chick. So I don't think that they were.
No, I don't think it was
Church of
anything
Rhythm.
to do
No,
with
they're
a
not,
Christian
no.
group.
No. So here's David Ian's version of Julie Stein's The Christmas Waltz. Painted candy canes on a tree. Santa's on his way. He's filled his sleigh.
All right, Bob, don't sing the whole song. It's only 2 minutes and 34 seconds.
All right, here it is.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
This is Ken Stomsky from Ken's Den on WCPC 15 and 89.5 FM, Tuesdays, 8 to 10.
Community Radio 89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Wow, it is Tuesday morning. Believe it or not, it's December 13th, 2022 and counting.
One more day till Vegas, baby.
Oh, you're leaving for Vegas tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. And you're going to...
I'm out of here.
So you're going to be there for like a long time.
Until next Tuesday.
So that's 5 or 6 days.
Yeah.
Wow.
Originally, I was going for my brother's 50th birthday party, but then death occurred for my sister-in-law's aunt, and that occurred a couple weeks ago. But her family couldn't get up here till the 17th for the service.
Gotcha.
So she was going to stay, but then she was telling my brother still go because I was going, and then he's like, I got to stay here because we're leaving for Disney the 23rd anyways, so I'm going to stay here.
Oh.
Well, I got a room in Bally's mid-strip for 6 nights for $530.
Wow.
Right. So I'm like, yeah, I don't
Jeez,
know when
wait a
I'm going to
minute,
be able to
that's-
afford that. That's dirt cheap.
Yeah. You'll almost need to go because it costs so little.
Well,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
what I was saying. I was like, I don't know if I could afford it if we reschedule it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because weekends are the most expensive for a trip like that.
When you go to Vegas, are you paying per person or per room?
You pay the room.
Per room. Okay, got it. So you and Christy are going for now. Have you budgeted money to be spent in the casino?
Not a lot of gambling, no.
No. So you'll do tourist stuff. You go to some shows. What else?
We have a bus trip scheduled to the Grand Canyon.
Ooh.
That's like an all-day trip, so that's going to be nice.
Mm.
We found a comedy show that was recommended.
It's not Jared Carmichael, is it?
No.
The head of
No. Comedy Magic Show. This guy Matt King, I think his name is.
Uh-huh.
That was suggested by Michael Buster McMahon.
Okay.
We found tickets for that, and then we just booked a Vegas variety show with like showgirls and comedians and magic and whatever, the whole schmeal.
Okay.
And that's in our hotel.
Right.
We want to go to the Fremont Street Experience, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
The Patriots are playing the Raiders Sunday night.
Ooh.
Or Sunday afternoon. So there's going to be plenty to do. Plenty.
And what's the weather going to be like?
Mid-50s and like around freezing at night.
Oh, yeah, because of you're in the desert there.
In the
or whatever.
desert, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Look, thank you. They're in the lower, doctor, does the doctor know that he's on the screen
Yes,
right now?
he does.
Yeah.
He can see himself.
Dr. Kevin Coughlin has...
Hey, Bob.
Has,
How are you?
Oh, good. Is there some way you could move your... It looks like you're only a head lying there. Oh, good. I wanted to make sure there was a body attached to that head.
Yes, there is.
Morning,
You're
Kevin.
trying to tell me in a nice way I don't look too good. Is that correct?
You look good. You look good from the neck up.
How's that? A little better?
Looks lovely. Yeah,
Thank you
yeah.
very much.
You're down in your
In the
den.
bat cave.
You're down in the bat cave.
Yes,
Downstairs.
I'm in the Batcave. I'm all ready to do my court appearance today, do my civic duty, jury duty. So I'll probably be there. I think I have to be there for 8 a.m.
Oh.
We'll see what happens.
So you are jury duty.
Yes.
And have you done it before?
Yes.
Have
Every
you-
3 years, I've been fortunate to be selected. Okay? That must mean I'm fair and balanced.
It's because you're a pillar of the community.
Yeah.
Aaron
I
Ballard.
want to, you know what? Because of my advanced age, I don't have to serve on a jury, believe it or not.
Why did you say that? You broke up a little bit.
Oh yeah, because of my age, I don't have to serve on a jury. It's strange. I got the thing this year saying you want to be on a jury, and I said, oh geez, I'd love to. And then they looked at the date, and it was like near Pumpkin Fest or something. I said, I think I maybe might have to move this or whatever. So I called, and they told me that because I'm 76 years old at the time. That I didn't have to do it. That all I had to do was say I don't want to do it. So one of the perks of being a senior is I didn't have to serve on a jury, even though I really kind of wanted to. But it's sort of hard with my cultural stuff, my extracurriculars. But look at you! Congratulations. Have you been on in a real trial? I mean, have you ever been selected?
But you're going back years.
Oh,
You're going back years and years. But the long and short of it is.
Could you tell us about the trial?
Yes. The individual got the electric chair because
for jaywalking.
Was able to convince the entire jury that
it was a hung
felony
jury.
was guilty.
You didn't go on his side. He jaywalked, and yeah.
Oh yeah, day.
A lot of people thought it was extreme, but I can assure you they'll never do it again.
Oh my God! So it's possible that I suppose that because you have patience, and you are a doctor,
patience
that you may not have to serve. Well, no one has to serve more than one day. Is that right now? I mean, don't they guarantee that?
No.
Or?
No, they don't guarantee it. No, because if you were impaneled on a jury, you have to stay throughout the whole trial.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think they give you a nominal fee of $25 a day.
Right.
Is that correct?
Something like that. Yeah.
It may be more profitable for me to serve on the jury than to actually be in my office. But in any case,
I would assume that they would probably say, "Look, the medical profession is very much needed in this time, and so therefore." Bye. Thank you for your coming in today, doctor. You may leave immediately. I bet you're going to be out of there by 9 o'clock.
The only problem is since you can't guarantee that,
right?
I have to book the entire day off. You wouldn't want me to schedule a Mr. and Mrs. Smith only to find out that I'm not showing up.
Oh,
and that
fair.
aggravates Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah. Oh,
so,
God.
Unfortunately, it will be a full day right before Christmas. I don't think the listeners are feeling too badly for me, but but hopefully there's one or two people listening out there that says, geez, there's a donation to Dr. Kevin Coughlin.
Okay.
We got
this holiday season.
A GoFundMe. We got a GoFundMe page going.
Go fund me out there. Get it.
Yeah.
Get it. Yeah.
I don't see any dollars rolling in immediately, but it'll probably take a little bit of time. But I'm expecting somebody to donate for me.
Oh man! So this is what you do. You get off at 9 o'clock, then you go do a little Christmas shopping. Then you're going to stop at the Student Prince, and you're going to have lunch down there in Springfield. And then you're gonna walk around, do a little bit more shopping. Then you're gonna visit Rick Barry. Rick, are you working tonight by chance?
No, I am not.
It's the White Lion.
It's open.
It is open,
but we open at 4. So
okay, you could go to the White Lion Brewery and you could mention Rick's name. You're gonna get a bottle of Dos Equis.
I heard the Dos Equis, so I wrote that down just so I don't forget. But, actually, it is a nice time to take an unexpected day off. I actually am planning to do some home visits.
Oh, you do? What do you mean home visits? Since when is a dentist doing home visits? What do you come in?
For almost 32 years.
No.
These are people who have spinal cord injuries, severe dementia. They have ambulatory issues, and they just can't get out of the house. So the Atrium in Agawam, Massachusetts has a dementia ward, and those individuals are incapacitated. And I probably go once or twice a week to provide some kind of dental services. In most cases, these individuals are unable to communicate, and their family members suspect that there's pain or discomfort. And depending on the situation, I will try to treat them in-house right at the facility, or in some cases, I'll book them at Bay State Medical Center because their health is so compromised, it's not safe to do it at that facility.
Can I ask, does the Atrium have like a drill and everything there so that you could fix a cavity?
They don't, but I do have a portable unit that
No.
Yes, I do. Yes.
Listen to that.
He's got all the toys.
I have all the toys. I don't know how to use them, but I do have. Yes.
That's why you have people around you.
Does
Yes,
that
that's
drill
right.
go as fast as the drills in your office?
No. The drills in our office today are electric, and the torque and the speed is phenomenal. And
Right.
a portable unit at this point doesn't have it. But when you look at the alternatives, which are no treatment,
Right.
or those treatments where it might take me a little longer to provide the care,
Right.
it's still a tremendous service to the public, and particularly to these families.
Yes. Yeah.
Enough on their platter that they're concerned that their mom or dad, in most cases, have some kind of infection and some kind of pain. And in
Mhm.
fairness, the medical community is not necessarily highly educated when it comes to dental concerns.
Right.
Most medical schools teach very little to nothing about dental disease, and that's because their plate is loaded with so many other medical issues. They leave that to the dental community.
Mm.
And in this particular case, it is sad. I can just tell you, after 32 years of doing home visits and nursing home visits and senior visits, et cetera, this population of dementia just seems to be growing exponentially. There's literally just millions of people suffering from dementia.
Oh my gosh.
Causes are still unclear. The treatment, to my knowledge, although there are some new drugs that seem to be promising,
Right.
it's just a shame because physically these individuals are in terrific condition. It's just their mental capacity is deteriorated, and typically they end up losing all of their teeth because they're unable to care for them.
And they're not brushing every day or taking care of
Yes,
him because they've forgotten or
they've
just it's not
forgotten.
part of the
Right. And I think the public probably is unaware of it, but even though there's a tremendous support with the nursing staff, the aides, the healthcare support to try to brush someone's teeth, floss their teeth, or clean their teeth when they're despondent, they just don't want it done.
Oh my God, yes.
They get very defensive. I can't tell you how many times I've either been bitten, kicked, or punched because they just don't want you touching their mouth.
Yeah.
And
And well, they probably don't. It's sort of like working with a little boy or a little girl,
Oh,
a
absolutely.
child who doesn't understand. Yeah.
Right. And that's why, Ascent Dental, just putting in a plug, Ascent
Oh
Dental.
yeah, I was thinking of that.
Ascent Dental Care for the fourth time. Rick, you heard that. Just to
Ascent
say
Dental
Care.
Yes.
Care.
.com.
The bottom line is we do have hospital privileges, Mercy Bay State, Wing Memorial Hospital.
Right.
The reason for that is many times a child who has dental disease, their age usually anywhere between 6 months and age 6, sometimes don't have the capacity to sit and allow the proper treatment. So now the question comes in is, do you use some form of sedation
Yeah.
office? And there's some risks and danger with sedation in a dental office. I always
Oh,
say
I
if
didn't
there's
realize
an
that.
emergency, you'd much rather any type of sedation, Bob and Rick, depress respiration or breathing. So any type of sedation that slows down the breathing, particularly in the very old or in the very young, there's a risk. Particularly in the very old, they're on so many medications that the reaction of an additional medication, and generally their respiration is already depressed, you're
Right.
taking, in my opinion, an unnecessary risk. That doesn't mean it can't be done. It's
Right.
just for me and my comfort level. That's why I have hospital privileges.
Uh-huh.
I make a decision that, in my opinion, I'm not willing to take that risk on my own family. Why would I take it on a patient?
Right.
True.
Now
So-
but your office has the capability to put somebody under
Yeah.
under. What's
what I
the
call
tech?
it-
Knock
Right.
them
What I
out.
call it is 1 glass of wine, 3 glasses of wine, bottle of wine, case of wine. It's all wine, but if I gave you a case of wine, believe me, you're not going to know that you're in a dental office.
Yeah, you wouldn't feel a thing after that.
Yeah, you won't feel a thing. And the key is from a safety standpoint. From a safety standpoint, you have to understand that as you increase the dosages of these sedation medications, you increase the risk of respiratory depression to the point where Mr. and Mrs. Smith stop breathing and you have an emergency. And I believe these statistics are fairly, it's about 75 deaths a year.
Wow.
In a dental office. And in almost all cases, it's associated with some type of sedation. And generally, if you look into these cases, in most cases, the individual is on other medications and drugs. It's not that the dentist necessarily did something wrong. It's Mr. and Mrs. Smith said, geez, I didn't realize I couldn't have gummies before the procedure. I didn't realize that marijuana and cocaine would interfere with your treatment. You mean I can't take a little fentanyl to relax me even more? And the patient is under other medications. That dentist is providing what would be considered a safe dose of medication. There's an interaction. And it's just, when you deal with the public,
right?
40 years of dealing with the public, nothing surprises me. I cannot be surprised.
So I have a question then. You mentioned edibles, and marijuana. Same thing, I suppose, now that I think about it, or fentanyl. So suppose somebody goes to your office. Would you recommend that they take a gummy bear, an edible, before they go? Or are you saying you need to tell me?
I actually recommend that there be no foreign substances in their body 5 to 7 days prior to a procedure. It's an unnecessary risk. But again, anyone who's dealt with the public for more than, let's say, a couple of months will realize that when you're with the public, just nothing should surprise you, because I can just tell you in our office, Ascent Dental Care, with 4 locations.
And where are you located?
I apologize, that was a slip.
And where are you located?
The key is I can tell you that at least 50% of the clients we see, and we'll probably see over 20,000 patient visits in the 2022 year, I'd say under the age of 45, at least 50% are taking recreational marijuana. Okay.
Prior to coming to see you?
Oh, yes. I mean, it's just part of their daily routine. Like some people take an aspirin or a Tylenol to deal with pain, whether it's a medicinal, real medicinal reason, or it's just, quote, an excuse. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to say that if you wanted sedation in my office, I'm going to suggest we use a hospital rather than my office, because if there is an emergency, there's no safer place to be than in a hospital.
So would you say this, Doc? Doc, I in my later years, I've been kind of phobic about having extractions done, let's say. And as I grow older, I don't want to have anything really bad done to my, because as you grow older, sometimes you lose teeth or whatever. And so there is, right now, I need to have an extraction over here, right there. A tooth fell out, but there's a tooth there. And my doctor is very kind, and he has said that, Bob, when you're ready, we'll do it. You don't need to do it now, because if it's not infected and it's there, it's fine. But I really, sooner or later, have to have it done. And he said, so I said, you're going to have to give me something. I mean, I'm a nervous wreck, and so he said, well, we'll give you, there's some kind of medication he gives me the night before and then the day of that calms me down. I think it's Xanax or something. I don't know.
Typically,
what is it? What the hell is it?
It's probably a drug called triazolam.
Yeah.
And I don't want to guarantee that, but there's an oral medication, which is a pill that you can give your client or patient the night before and generally an hour before the appointment.
This sounds similar. Yes, go ahead.
Yes. And then there's a gas or inhalation sedation. So there's oral sedation, which is pill by mouth.
Right.
There's inhalation, which is gas.
Right.
There's intravenous, which is IV. A drug is injected into one of your blood vessels.
Right.
And then there's general anesthesia.
Which of those do you use in your? Do you have all that capability in your office?
Yes, we do. We have all of that capability in most states to do general anesthesia, which means we could amputate your arms and legs and you would not know it was done. That's generally only going to be done in a hospital setting.
Oh, all right.
And that patient
That's good news. I go in for a cavity thing and I come out with, one of my fingers missing.
I already see the malpractice attorneys buzzing.
Yeah,
right
well,
now.
body part
General
harvesting.
Anesthesia is going to be done in a hospital setting.
Yeah.
The other three are done in an office setting. And again, it's knowing your patient and the level. Some men and women come into the office and say, I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to know anything. I don't want to smell anything. I don't want to know anything that's going on.
Right.
And for those individuals, to me, that's a red flag that we need to consider a general anesthetic. And in my case, I'm only going to perform that in a hospital setting. For the average person, generally a combination of oral inhalation and intravenous will subside for their care and treatment. But again, with the public, it's not uncommon for me to bring someone into the operating room at Bay State Medical Center to have their teeth cleaned. Okay.
Wow.
Their level of anxiety, their level of fear, their inability to cope with any type of discomfort necessitates a general anesthetic.
Sure.
So
sure. But how do you choose between? Well, this is a needle. I'm gonna give you something. I'm gonna give you Novocaine, but then I'm also gonna give you some kind of drug to keep. Whether you're gonna give a pill, a gas, or a needle. Which do you? Is there a select? Why you choose?
Well, generally, it starts with a consultation to get to know what the procedure is. For example, you're going to have a tooth removed on your lower right. And I'll just make this up because I don't have a clinical diagnosis.
I'm getting nervous already.
This
Get it ready. Wait a minute. Was somebody at Peter's microphone? I
think they're.
What are they
I'm
doing?
at my
back?
microphone. They're making morning announcements, Bob.
Well,
they've been doing this every day at 7:20.
Oh, I know it.
But
apparently there's a child who keeps snoring, or something.
No, I was playing that because he knocked him out.
Oh, I thought you were bored.
Oh,
no, I was playing.
Peter and I
have snore on demand.
Rick and I are looking at this as if you were saying that we were boring.
No, I was talking about anesthesia.
Oh, God.
Anastasia?
Oh, listen to that.
No,
oh,
not Anastasia. Anesthesia.
Anastasia.
We can talk about Anastasia later.
She was killed during the Russian Revolution, I think, but I don't know. But
so the question
must have been a very realistic snore.
You're going to take.
Right.
Let's just say to remove your particular tooth, it's going to take between 4 and 6 minutes. That would make me decide that I don't want to give you a heavy dose of sedation because your recovery time could be several hours for a procedure that takes a couple of minutes.
Sure.
And the risks go up. The higher the level of sedation, the greater the risk of respiratory depression, which is a nice, polite medical way of saying you stop breathing.
Holy mother.
So, I mean, if you think of any drug, but particularly narcotic drugs, what do? They slow your reflexes. They reduce your ability to breathe. They're sedating you. And as you fall asleep, you're breathing slower and you're breathing much less shallowly. So you're not getting as much oxygen.
Right. Sure.
There's a certain point, and that point is partial pressure of oxygen. Once it goes below 95%,
Right.
you're looking at an issue that, in my opinion, for a dental procedure is an unnecessary risk. If there's other dentists that are willing to give you a higher level of sedation, I'm not disagreeing with them, but for me personally, I'm saying, why would I want to take that risk when we have a Trauma One hospital with a great reputation, literally minutes from my office? Why would I wouldn't do that, take that risk on my own son or daughter.
Right.
The reason some dentists do take that risk,
Yeah.
their insurance company may not cover the procedure in the hospital.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
Okay?
So-
Anxiety and fear is not necessarily a medical condition. If you have cerebral palsy, dementia,
it's up here. Yeah.
well, some of it is up there, but the point is in the end, the dentist's fee is the same fee whether I provide this procedure in the parking lot, in my office, or in the hospital.
Oh.
Difference is in the hospital, there are hundreds of additional fees associated with the dental procedure.
Right.
That individual's medical insurance has to pay for, or at least pay a portion of.
I got
That
it.
means the patient's cost increases dramatically,
Right.
and the patient goes, hey, look it, that's what I want, but my plan won't allow me to get it. It's too expensive.
Right.
So the dentist is attempting, they shouldn't in my opinion, but you attempt to provide care without going over the limit of safety.
Right.
In other words, let's just say 2 pills are the normal.
Right.
But once you start giving 5 or 6 pills, you're going into an area where you're taking an unnecessary risk on.
Do you ever have to do a with Rick and I going into the office for he's going in for an extraction, I'm going in for an extraction, so we're both going to sign or saying, look, anything that happens in this office, there's a risk of death. You know how those
that informed consent does say that, but in the end, no matter what you sign, if that dentist goes outside, quote, the standard of care, you're going to lose.
Right.
Even though you signed it and I've informed you of it, in the end, we're the healthcare provider.
Right.
And it's our responsibility to say, in this hypothetical, if 2 pills are the standard of care and I give you 8, no matter how many papers you sign, I and my organization are responsible.
So is there
in the real world,
Yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith say, I need more. I want more.
Yeah.
I need more. I need more. And
Yeah.
that's why so many dentists go, you know what? It's not worth the risk. It's not worth the finances. It's just not worth it. I'm not going to do the
Yeah.
treatment.
Yeah. Rick, when you go to the dentist, do you know what the standard of care is in this kind of thing? I mean, is that something that is, as a dental patient, do you know that?
Do I know? Not
No,
really.
No. Well, I wouldn't even think to ask what they're. Well, how many pills does Rick give? And then how many pills are you going to give to me?
Well, that
Yeah,
all
you know.
that all depends, and Doc, correct me if I'm wrong, is the individual patient. So that's why you do an evaluation of how much,
Right. A child age 2 is going to take a lot less medication
Bob.
than a man.
Is Rick going to get more drugs than I am? Is he going to get?
Rick would need no medication. Just my soothing voice, I'd be able to take care of him.
I kind of feel that way.
Well, it was a few years ago that I did have one of my wisdom teeth was impacted.
Oh,
And I'm in the dentist chair, and he goes, that needs to come out. And he goes, well, we could do one of 2 things. He goes, I can do it right here in the office, or he goes, we can try this. He goes, I think it's going to come out without an issue. So I said, let's do it. And he goes, do you want any more Novocaine? And I said, no, I'm good. And he looked at me and said, what? And I'm like, so then he goes, you're going to feel a slight tug. So I braced myself, waiting for the pain. And all of a sudden he goes, you can relax now. I'm done. I'm like,
and you got through.
and I didn't feel a thing. Yeah, exactly. The doc will know that, certain people have a high threshold of pain and what's painful to somebody is not painful to somebody else.
And a lot has to do with the condition. In other words, the analogy I use, it's like a woman giving birth. Sometimes that woman is in labor for a half hour to an hour. It's difficult, it's traumatic, but it's tolerable. The next individual is in labor for 3 days, and it's the worst experience of their life. They need numerous amounts of sedation and medication because it's too damn painful. So with a tooth, I can tell you that sometimes I can remove a tooth, and literally, if it takes me more than 10 seconds, it's a terrible day. But then there's other people where the tooth is wrapped around other teeth. It's ankylosed or attached to the jawbone, and these conditions necessitate something that may take 60 to 90 minutes to remove. From a patient standpoint, they go, how come this tooth was so easy and this tooth was so difficult? And that's different circumstances, you know. And that's just experience. The practitioner that Rick saw must have assumed that because of the infection, there was very little bone. And because there was very little bone, there's very little discomfort because there's nothing holding the tooth in its place. So I don't know that. Maybe that dentist is just that excellent. But in most cases, what you look at is the amount of bone. And the analogy I use is there's oak, which is a hard wood. There's plasterboard, which is really weak. And if
so as a man ages, as a woman ages, are my bones, where are they on the spectrum of what you just said? Where are the bones of a 77-year-old? I mean, like,
your bones are going to be less dense. More than likely at 76, you have some osteopenia, which means a reduction, because as we age, new bone is not forming as quickly as when you were 17 or 18. That bone is no longer as dense.
So the long and the short of it is then that as I age, it's going to be easier to pull out teeth?
Oh, absolutely. Let's say 30 years from now, we probably could do it with our fingers. Okay, so that's one reason for postponing treatment.
Good news. So there's some good news on my end of things.
You know, Doc, that's the first time I think I've ever heard anybody say that Bob's not dense.
That was a zing, Bob. Okay?
Holy mother, God help that. I love it. Dense is. I love that. I like being dense. So this is kind of cool that. So as you age, you don't. My fear lessened a little bit. It also lessened.
If you think of it, most of the hips that are broken are in the elderly. I believe almost 60 to 70% of the people over the age of 70 will break some kind of bone from a fall, and that's because those bones are less dense. Typically for a female, particularly a Caucasian female, once they hit menopause, in most cases they're doing a bone density test to determine their risk of fracture. And they're put on a classification of drugs called bisphosphonates, which increase the density of their bone to reduce their risks of bone fracture.
Do you ever prescribe calcium or something to make the bone stronger for, let's say, a child who is, I don't know if there's such a thing as calcium deficiency in people through their lives that their teeth are suffering because they have a calcium deficiency?
The answer is yes. Do I personally prescribe it? No. I would send them to an endocrinologist. In my opinion, it's outside my area of knowledge and expertise. And I would suggest that their primary care, generally an endocrinologist, would make that prescription.
So loose teeth might indicate the fact that your bone density is bad or weak?
Absolutely.
Oh, interesting.
So you have to determine, let's just say the teeth are very clean. The patient's hygiene is excellent. What would be making these teeth loose? And in most cases, the density of bone has decreased. And usually you can pick those patients out. They tend to be very, very thin. their body mass is low.
Oh.
And you can just tell.
Well, that'll never be me. We might as well say that right now.
Yeah. So in any case, it's something that, in my opinion, my own experience, most dentists probably would not start prescribing calcium and vitamin D.
Right.
They might make a suggestion, but they probably leave it to their primary care provider to make those recommendations.
And you would suggest to the patient, look, I want you to talk to your doctor about a regimen of vitamin D or C.
Yes, and that's because my evaluation indicates that there's been a tremendous amount of destruction on those bones, and I see it on the radiographs that the bones are not that dense, and you're looking, what's the cause? What's the reason for this? Now, some people, it's because they have poor hygiene,
right,
and they have periodontal or gum disease.
Right.
But when you don't see those signs or symptoms, you're looking for what's the other cause, and the most common is osteopenia, osteoporosis. This is a lack of bone density caused by some systemic disease or just by the aging process.
Wild. Hey, Doc, where do you do your work? In your office?
I actually have a dental chair, okay, and that's where I perform most of my treatment. But yes, I have.
If people wanted to get in touch with you, where do we?
Long Meadow, and the name of the business is Ascent Dental Care.
How do you spell that?
We talked about ASCENT. I also have Ascent Laser Aesthetics, which is a non-surgical cosmetic business. And I also have Ascent Dental Solutions, which is my consulting business to help other dental practices achieve success financially and clinically.
Gotcha. As a dentist, this Christmas, what gift do you think you would tell your patients they could give themselves around their teeth?
Well, generally, I suggest as much processed food and sugar as possible for my 2023 income. But I guess that would be unprofessional.
I guess it would be. But what is there? Is there such a thing that do people ever buy certificates for dental care for Christmas?
You'd be amazed at the number of people who buy water picks, Oral-B, electric type toothbrushes. These are to just improve the oral hygiene, whether it's their kids who have braces on their teeth,
right,
whether it's adults that see their parents have dexterity problems and they're looking to reduce oral disease.
Right.
Yes, in my laser aesthetics, there's many gift certificates that are purchased for different denominations. Just, it's a polite way of saying this is like a spa day for you,
spa day. Or I'm tired of looking at those bags under your eyes, right. Rick. I'm giving you here is a thing to Ascent
laser aesthetics.
Laser aesthetics. Yes. Would you like one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would.
Rick, we only do denominations of $10,000.
Okay.
Okay, so I want to thank you very, very much.
Your new summer house will thank me, right?
Yes.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Doctor, do you have to leave now? I'm just concerned at 7:34, 7:35.
Yes, I will be late for jury duty.
Yes.
They probably won't let me arrive, and then I'll have to spend another day out of my office. So I am going to say thank you very much again. I appreciate it. I apologize I have to leave a little earlier.
No problem.
Everybody a happy and safe holiday, and that comes straight from Ascent Dental
Care.com.
Hey guys, thanks a lot, and Pete, thank you for your support. I appreciate it all. And
merriest of holidays, merriest of Christmases.
Yes, same to you.
Right back at you.
Same to you,
we'll
Doc.
see you in
Have
the
a great
new
day.
year. I can't wait to see you again.
Enjoy that view of the Connecticut River.
Look at him go. There he goes. Oh, my God, right?
He just beamed himself over to the courthouse.
Beamed himself into, oh, my gosh, look at that.
Wow.
Peter, that was really clever. Well,
he's
not even there.
No, I think that
actually happened. At any rate, for those on the radio, he just kind of the doctor kind of like came smaller and smaller, and then disappeared.
He
disappeared. Hey, so look, Sunday night, I think it's 6:30 on the greens at Park Square with the congregation, the Jewish congregation from Westfield State, that's Westfield congregation, Jewish congregation. We're lighting the menorah. It's the first night of Hanukkah. And so in celebration of that, I thought I'd play Daft Punk had a song, believe it or not. This is Pentatonics based on a Daft Punk song, and it's called Hanukkah, Oh Hanukkah, and it's by Pentatonics. It's a really terrific little version of this song for Hanukkah.
I thought it said Chinooka Chinooka.
Chinooka. A lot of people pronounce, there are different spellings. I like the CH spelling because you get another letter.
Hanukkah. Hanukkah.
No.
I don't know.
Pardon you.
I did Fiddler on the Roof. That's I was an honorary Jewish person for 6 months. I did Fiddler on the Roof.
Yeah. So what are we looking at our background here? I've noticed that earlier, Pete.
Yeah,
That's
what
the
city
stock
is
background.
What is that?
It's a generic background. I have no idea what city it is.
We don't have that. Hey,
I don't think so, no.
Peter, why don't you? I send you in a separate email if you get it. The background of my backyard last night or yesterday. It's really a pretty picture of the snow. So maybe during this break with Hanukkah, oh Hanukkah, you could put it up and people see the snow in my backyard.
Okay.
All right. All righty. Hanukkah or Hanukkah. Pentatonics.
Hanukkah, Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Dreidels to play with and latkes to eat. Hanukkah, Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Dreidels to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. So low. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Sevivon, sof, 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 Chanukah, Chag Tov, Chanukah, Chag Tov, Sevivon, sof, now let me tell ya, Chag Simcha, Hula, Nes Gadol HaYasham, Nes Gadol HaYasham, Chag Simcha, Chag Simcha, Hula, Nes Gadol HaYasham, Nes Gadol HaYasham, Chag Simcha, Hula. Al HaNisim v'al HaPurkan v'al HaGvurot v'al HaTshuot v'al HaMilchamot she'asita l'avoteinu bayamim ha'em b'zman hazeh. Al HaNisim v'al HaPurkan v'al HaGvurot v'al HaTshuot v'al HaMilchamot she'asita l'avoteinu bayamim ha'em b'zman hazeh. Just like fire burning out the way, if I could light the world up for just 8 days, take me higher, I can celebrate. No one could be just like me anyway. Just like magic burning through the night, I'ma show the world this amazing light. You catch that feeling, what you gonna say? No one could be just like me anyway. Just like fire.
Underwriting for Community Radio on WSKB is brought to you in part by Rockies. Over 30 convenient locations throughout Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Connecticut, and Florida. One of the nation's largest ACE dealers. Expertise and great product selection in paint, hardware, lawn and garden. That's Rockies. Rock solid service since 1926. On the web at Rockies.com.
Join us every Thursday morning
from 6 until at least 7:30.
Check out the Bobby G and Company Show
right here on WSKB 89.5
Community Radio 89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
It's Tuesday, and it is December 13th.
I was going to catch you guys unaware. Looks you were
Look at this.
busy in there.
Okay.
We were busy doing.
Yeah.
We're doing all sorts of things.
Yeah,
in here.
but Rick, look at our back view.
Ooh.
This
Let
is my
it snow,
backyard.
Let it snow, let it snow.
No, I know it. Yeah, yeah. There are the apple trees over to the over here in the back on the left, and there's Victor's house back over there, and
Bob's trying to be a weatherman.
Yeah, I can. I don't know, but that's beautiful. We could use that through the winter, wouldn't it? This is a nice kind of like view here, huh? Yeah. So I was just helping Rick to put his house on the House Lights tour for Westfield End Weekends. And if we have a self-guided tour that you can take with your family, your kids, by going to westfieldandweekends.com, pulling up the interactive map, and if you'd like your house to be on the House Lights tour, Holiday Lights tour.
How do you get there? How do you do that, Bob?
You can go on Westfield End Weekends or Facebook Westfield End Weekends and say, I'd like to be on the tour. Or you could Facebook or go to Westfield End Weekends and contact us through there, and we'll put your house on the tour. So and Hope Tremblay, our great friend Hope Tremblay, is the chair of the house tour this year. So she's adding all of those houses. I've got to add mine. I have a very simple wreath on the door, and James draped what do you call it? Draped fir tree. What do you call that stuff? Pine. What is that?
A garland.
A garland. I knew.
Garland.
Yeah. Judy Garland.
That's
we draped Judy Garland
around Judy Garland
around the post and whatever. It's pretty. So at any rate, we regardless of whether you have a huge lighting show, do you have a huge lighting show at your house?
I have. It's bright, but it's tasteful.
Well, you said that we were talking about Hanukkah, and Michelle is Jewish, and you have something for Hanukkah out there.
Yes.
What do you have?
Yes, we have a Hanukkah bear and some dreidels.
I love it.
Dreidel.
Yeah.
I don't know the rest of it. I don't know.
Dreidel. So the menorah lining is at 6:30 at Park Square on Sunday, and it's followed by a latkes and lights party right across the street at the Methodist Church. So join the mayor and all the officials and the Jewish community in Westfield. I look forward to seeing them on Sunday evening for that wonderful event. And while we're in the subject of talking, you are buying Christmas presents.
Yes,
galore.
I'm looking for Christmas. I'm not going to say anything because I don't know if she's
what
listening.
you don't want to say what you're
away.
looking at right
Yes.
now. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Do you buy for anyone other than Michelle?
She does a lot of the shopping. She likes to shop for all the kids and stuff like that. But I'll go buy, like, for the older kids, I'll go buy like the gift cards and things like that. And that's one of the things is go out and support your local businesses. Buy gift cards for them, for people to go out and even if they don't go out a lot, they can get takeout at your local restaurant.
Oh God, it's
you
exactly
can use
right.
You can use a gift card. They can go in and buy something for themselves to take home with them.
That's right.
Whether it's your local brewery, or your local restaurant, your local store, ask them if they do gift cards or gift certificates.
Yeah.
You can't find something for somebody if somebody doesn't want something. And we've got a lot of stuff in this world.
Oh boy, do
it's
we have stuff.
I'm more about experiences now than stuff.
And the way
our Christmas gifts are going to be that bus trip to the Grand Canyon at Las Vegas.
And the way the prices of things are right now, it's like, how about a gift certificate to Big Y, to the Tavern, to Skyline?
Yeah.
2 Rivers Burritos for somebody,
or
somebody to get a meal.
Yeah, and there's a new place downtown, Crave Cafe.
The Crave Cafe.
Yeah,
Are they open yet? I don't think they're open yet.
Well, they had a mild opening last week because there were saxophonists.
Well, there were
outside
people.
playing.
They've been there for a couple of weeks. I've seen
Have
them.
they?
Yeah.
And I saw a little clip online of the owners saying, "Stay tuned, we're almost ready to open." So, Crave Cafe is going to be right across from Circuit Coffee, and I can't wait for that one.
Yeah. Support your local restaurants. The Short Stop. Give it even if it's a $10 gift card that you got to give to somebody. You know what? If you give somebody a $10 gift card to a local restaurant, they're going to go in and they're going to spend a little bit more money there.
And
it helps the local economy. It helps
man.
drive everything. It helps everybody.
The tavern has Corey Bruno and the Westfield High School choir.
Yes, they are coming up, I believe, on Saturday.
I think they're there Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday,
yeah.
And the place is decorated beautifully.
Yeah.
To come in and sit down.
On the way back from, as I was saying in the first hour, Summers, Connecticut, on Saturday night, we ended up at the Student Prince. After our parties, we went out to eat, believe it or not. I don't know how that happens. I missed all the hors d'oeuvres. Anyway, we went to the Student Prince, and they had like 18 singers.
Yeah.
No, maybe 12. 12 singers. They have their caroling group. And believe it or not, Dan from Circuit Coffee, is the baker at Circuit Coffee, the owner, was there in his Christmas regalia. He's a singer. He went to Westfield State in the music department. Really great singer. But they sang all these great Christmas carols. Honest to God, I'm really in love with Christmas music. I just love Christmas music, regardless of whether it's pop or the old standards. There's something about it that I wish we played it all year long. I should play it all year long.
Just kind of get you in the mood.
Yeah. So that's a really good thing. Hey, why don't we'll play one Christmas song. I kind of like this. This is Christmas in the Country by Thomas Rhett. I think Peter is busy talking there. There. Hey,
there
Peter.
What?
Would you mind playing Christmas in the Country? No, wait a minute. I think I'm gonna play something else. I'm gonna play Kenny Rankin's Jingle Bells. I love Kenny Rankin's Jingle Bells. He's one of my favorite singers, so let's play Jingle Bells. This is a great version of it, incidentally.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Ba 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 da, ba la ba la ba ba, ba da ba da la ba da, ba da ba 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 da ba ba ba, ba 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 la ba la ba da, ba da ba da. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, they're ride. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. What fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bells all the way. Jingle bells all the way. Jingle bells all the way.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
Underwriting support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Greater Westfield Chamber of Commerce, the voice of business for the Greater Westfield communities. Informing, educating, advocating, the Chamber provides opportunities for members to make meaningful connections on local, regional, and state levels. For more information on the Chamber's many events, workshops, and programs, as well as the benefits of membership, visit westfieldbiz.org. The Chamber focuses on the most important economy, yours.
Join me, Tina Gorman, each week from 6 to 8 a.m. for Wake Up Wednesday, when my guests and I discuss health, wellness, and lifestyle reimagined.
Community Radio 89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
Wow, it is Tuesday morning. It is December 13th. 2022. If you're just joining us, you missed a great show. We had Jay Pagluka came in for a short time. We had Dr. Kevin Coughlin from Ascent Dental, and we are sitting in my backyard here. Here's this back here is the snowfall last night. It was just so magical, wasn't it? I mean, isn't there? It seems like is this snow going to stay? Are we going to get another one? I heard later in the week.
I don't know. I've seen different
forecasts.
Yeah, some saying rain, some saying snow. Who knows? You know.
It would be nice to have a white Christmas, right?
Yes.
Do you enjoy a white Christmas?
I enjoy a white Christmas, yes.
I enjoy sitting in my living room with the Christmas tree on. We actually have a Christmas tree now. We didn't have a Christmas tree for years.
Really?
Because James said that we're living in a 1760 house. They didn't have Christmas trees in 1760.
Yeah.
So consequently, we didn't have a Christmas tree. But then I got one. Because it was it just reminded me of Dickens' A Christmas Carol. So last night at 11:30 it was 10 o'clock when I was going to bed. I'm online at Amazon buying Christmas ornaments for this darn tree. Because I said, every one of my rooms it has James likes to theme our rooms
your
at
areas,
Christmas
yes.
time. Yes, yeah. So we have the one room has nutcrackers, and so all the nutcrackers are in the room with the my Mexican room. Okay, then the kitchen has the kitchen at Christmas. It's sort of like that QVC holiday movie. We decorate the chickens in my kitchen, my barn kitchen, have now little the fake chickens or the rooster has now a little red berries around its neck and stuff.
Does it have a Santa hat?
It puts red berries around everything.
Does it have a Santa hat?
No, but we do have a couple. I had a Santa hat on one of the canisters in my thing. We have a snowman thing on my fiber, on my total fiber jar. I've got little. The wine has a little scarf around its neck. Honest to God. So then you go into the kitchen and into the hearth, or our main little TV room there, and that is the Father Christmas room, and they have tons of Father Christmas figures. And then we have a Dickens living room. So it's got all the Westfield End Weekends paraphernalia around Dickens. So last night
and all the carolers, and you have carolers,
all my carolers.
Yeah,
and a tree that looks kind of like Charles Dickens would have. So last night I bought $93 worth of little ornaments, Christmas Carol figure ornaments. So there's a Scrooge and whatever. And, you know, you got to catch me at the right time, because the ornaments were like $14 each, and there were only 6 of them.
Yeah.
And I debated, and I said, you know, I'm going to give this Christmas present to myself, because I just love, you know how I love A Christmas Carol and Scrooge and ever. Yeah. Incidentally, there's a great Netflix new cartoon of Christmas Carol. It's called Scrooge, A Christmas Carol on Netflix. It's a really sweet movie. You got to see it.
Do you like?
And so
have you seen like all the versions of Scrooge?
I try to watch all of them.
And they all have their own storyline.
Yes. And it never gets old, though.
No.
I don't want to I'm not going to watch the Susan Lucci version or any of those holiday Hallmark versions. I want to watch George C. Scott, Patrick Stewart. There's a one-man one with a guy named Jefferson Mays that I like.
The Muppets Christmas Carol.
The Muppets Christmas Carol. Oh, yeah.
Who was Michael Caine.
Oh, Michael Caine.
Oh,
that's right.
He played Scrooge. Yes.
Oh, that's right. It's exactly. I forgot that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
and then the Bill Murray.
Bill Murray.
It was a great. That's a great version. Of it.
Or there's the original Alastair Sim many years ago. But all of them, regardless of whether they're good, bad, or indifferent, the message comes across in that story like something else.
Yeah. And, and we were talking about, when we were off the air, we were talking about, Christmas music. And, I enjoy Trans-Siberian Orchestra during this, and I love the instrumentals.
He's so friends with, which camera? Right here?
That's right.
TSO.
TSO.
He's friends with them, so he calls him TSO.
But, and everybody says, well, I'm not familiar with them. Everybody's heard at least one of their songs that they play throughout the holiday season, Christmas Eve, Sarajevo 1224. And the whole story behind that song is that the inspiration came from the gentleman from Trans-Siberian Orchestra was in Sarajevo, and there was a lone cellist playing in the town square.
Oh my gosh.
And playing this kind of almost dark, melancholy sound that echoed throughout the whole square.
So sweet.
And
okay, so what's the name of the Christmas album by Trans-Siberian Orchestra?
They have a number of them, but one of my favorites is Christmas Eve and Other Stories.
All right, I'm going to go home. I'm going to listen to that.
And it tells a story from the first song all the way through to the end.
I love it. So you got to listen to it in order.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And once you hear it, they've got basically, some people aren't into the rock versions of these songs, but they are great, enjoyable.
I'm going to hear it.
So
I'm going to hear it. I'm going to put on if you're Whip City Fiber, you can actually pull up, or Hulu, you can pull up a channel called Festive Music, and it's Vivo. It's the Vivo channel. So you see, they not only have the music, but they have the visual that it goes with the music. Really wonderful. Or you can pull up a Christmas log with music. So in other words, you can, if you go on the internet and you put in Yuletide log, you get a log with the sounds of the log burning and Christmas music.
There you go.
Hey, so we're going to be here for a Christmas show next week. So
yes. Boy, we've wasted another 2 hours.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Listen, have the best Christmas holiday week before Christmas. Hanukkah is next week. Happy Hanukkah to everyone. The menorah lighting is there. Holiday Lights, WestfieldOnWeekends.com. And here is Let's Play Christmas in the Country. This is Thomas Rhett's song that he wrote in 2019. It's a great little country Christmas song. I like it.
Man, I sure do love this time of year. Snow starts covering up the old John Deere. Old school lights hanging off the roof. Front porch mistletoe kiss. Just a little out of tune. Christmas vacation on the TV screen. Wise man missing from the manger scene. Kids can't sleep 'cause Santa's coming soon. Yeah, real soon. We got snowflakes falling on an old two-lane. Red Bull wreaths on the window pane. Just sitting around the fire with the ones who love me. From the city and the crazy crowds where the pine trees grow and the world slows down. Way out here, yeah, man, I sure feel lucky doing Christmas in the country. Doing Christmas in the country. We got a tree goes up to the ceiling, chop up the wood and go get the candles. Sled down the hill, we'll get the four-wheel and take you back up to the top. You could be 10 miles away and see my house from the road. Man, we got it all decked out. Lord, I can't wait to go home and see snowflakes falling on an old two-lane. Front yard Santa with a reindeer sleigh, just sitting around the fire with the ones who love me. Miles from the city and the crazy crowds where the pine trees grow and the world slows down. Way out here, yeah, man, I sure feel lucky doing Christmas in the country. Doing Christmas in the country. Oh, yeah. Doing Christmas in the country. Christmas in the country.
Underwriting support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Greater Westfield Chamber of Commerce, the voice of business for the Greater Westfield communities. Informing, educating, advocating, the Chamber provides opportunities for members to make meaningful connections on local, regional, and state levels. For more information on the Chamber's many events, workshops, and programs, as well as the benefits of membership, visit westfieldbiz.org. The Chamber focuses on the most important economy, yours.
This is Ken Stomsky from Ken's Den on WCPC 15 and 89.5 FM, Tuesdays, 8 to 10.
Community Radio, 89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.